won't have the power of a Conlon maybe yet.
Sonny Edwards in the black shorts from Croydon produced a brilliant performance 7 weeks ago, beating Ryan Farag, former European bantamweight champion. He might need to produce something similar tonight to come home against Granados, the Mexican, who British fight fans will remember for that epic fight back in 2015 against Jamie Conlon.
Oh, it was a great night, wasn't it, in Dublin there in the National Stadium. But Edwards is such a talent, and I was ringside against Farag, and he was just superb. Farag still a good fighter in his own right, and Edwards was just sublime. He really was.
Really good mover. He can switch hit. Not a big puncher, but he said about his performance against Ryan Farag, hurtful little quote, this one: "I took his soul away from him."
He's a confident kid, isn't he? He really is. Nice.
Nice work there. Good accuracy. Brother Charlie, also a talented young fighter, going to be fighting Christopher Rosales in just 7 days' time at the O2 for the WBC flyweight title. Rosales, formidable competitor, we know.
Yeah, he really is. Nice little right hand there from Edwards.
We get the impression that Edwards having a little bit of a look here at his Mexican opponent.
That's exactly what he's doing. And just switched southpaw now, so he's just trying a few little things out to see what's going to work for him as he goes through the gears, you feel. Nice. He's got a very good judgment of distance, hasn't he, Edwards?
You get the impression he's naturally right-handed or left-handed. Which do you reckon's the stronger side watching him?
I prefer him as an orthodox fighter, but you see here, these kids now, they can just box either stance so comfortable, can't they?
And if you just box him, he's not got an answer.
Yeah, of course. No, Jamie fought with his heart on his sleeve. That's the only way he knew how, and that's what made him an exciting fighter to watch, but also a vulnerable fighter at times, where Sonny Edwards would always look for the angles, would always be moving his feet first before he even thinks about throwing punches, without ever running. To be fair, he's a good mover, he's not a runner.
Fights up in the Steel City gym up in Sheffield, Sonny Edwards, despite coming from Croydon.
Good right hand there from Edwards, and again he finds his range so quick.
Impressive accuracy as well. Said he got his competitive spirit from his dad, Lawrence, who was a hot rod racer for Britain in years gone by.
I don't even know that. Oh.
Wow. Well, I said he could punch, and he can. My goodness me. We've got a fight on now.
He was literally, it was a walk in the park for Edwards.
How's he going to react to that?
Shot.
First time on the floor in his professional career. Well, that was an absolute bolt from the blue.
Well, he was literally so comfortable. He was just picking his shots with ease. Good left hook there from Edwards.
I'll have So Granados was trying to tee off another big right hand. His face already marking up the Mexican, only in the second round.
Chin down, chin down.
But he's going looking for more big bombs. Good shot.
Sort of woke him up a little bit, hasn't it? Some more weight behind his own punches now, Edwards.
Well, how hurt was he? Certainly not showing any lasting effects. Don't get greedy, the shout from his corner from Grant Smith. Said he wasn't going to stand and trade. Well, standing and trading is what he's done. A lot of reddening there already. So that's a round to Granados, but Edwards, well, apart from the knockdown, he was winning it. Well, do you score that 10-8 or do you score it 10-9? And I guess, Barry, that the fact that he dominated the round so much, apart from the knockdown, you could well score that one 10-9 rather than 10-8.
Yeah, because for me, Edwards didn't put a foot wrong. It was only that flash knockdown that.
Well, that's how Barry's got it, despite the knockdown. Those of you who think it's automatically a 10-8 if you get a knockdown, well, not so. Bamboozling him with footwork again there.
And again, it just shows that he has to, he's doing everything quite comfortable, and he's picking up the points easily enough and winning everything in the exchanges. Just got to keep that concentration levels, because the first time he switched off.
Granados had Jamie Conlon down twice with body shots in the seventh round.
I still don't know where he got up. Jamie Conlon from that one body shot.
It was like a fight out of a Rocky movie, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fantastic. He'll quicken his feet a little bit. Granados here again. He knows he has the power, he's a bit closer to the target.
He's struggling to get to him when he's fighting southpaw. One round the back of the head, not allowed. And Edwards has got back nicely into his boxing rhythm, continuing where he left off in the last round and comfortably taking this third.
The corner, although they've said he has to keep his concentration, that's all he has to do.
Well, he won that third round pretty comfortably.
Well, it's all been comfortable for, except for that one shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the beauty of the sport. One shot can literally stand the fight on its head.
Not everybody's cup of tea, Sonny Edwards. He's a cocky character on social media, and he describes himself as a Marmite personality. You identify with that, Barry?
Well, not me, John. I'm liked by everyone. The fact you would suggest that makes me upset. Granados trying to let that right hand go, but in Edwards aware of it now. He knows that's the danger shot. Keeps circling. That's where he's gone. The southpaw. So he keeps circling to his right, just as Just makes that right hand have a further distance to travel.
British title at this weight is currently vacant. I wonder whether Sonny might go looking for that in the future if he comes through this. Commonwealth champion Jay Harris could be an opponent.
That's lovely again there. Just did a combination a second ago, and now again. He puts that foot on the outside so he can throw that punch and keep moving as he's throwing.
WBA world champion at this rate, at this weight, is Cal Yafai, of course. Oh, he touched down there. Referee's saying no knockdown. Terry O'Connor, the Birmingham ref, in his final year as a star-class referee.
Good shot there again from Edwards. And he does it on the move as well, which is always impressive. What you got to do with this, Kelly? You just got to frustrate him, pepper him with shots. Hopefully he walks onto something. But Granados, if you don't quicken up his feet, Granados, he's just got to be. He's just looking for that one big haymaker of a right hand.
Oh, that's lovely.
Good body shot to end that combination.
Well, the pattern remains the same. Edwards, for the most part, totally outboxing him here. Oh, lovely way to start the round. He's bamboozled him out of the southpaw stance.
Yes. And again, the right hand has a further distance to travel when he keeps that right foot on the outside, keeps moving to his right in the southpaw stance. I think he's done the right thing, switching and staying in the southpaw. That was a big thing that Richie was on about with Tyson Fury when he boxes the southpaw, staying away from the right hand because we've got a further distance to travel, and you can see it's very evident in this after the knockdown with Edwards here.
Tyson Fury with a little bit of an interest in a programme on BBC tomorrow night.
I know what it is, John. Is that my cue to say Sports Personality of the Year?
That's the one.
I won't win it again this year.
Oh, that's good again from Edwards. Good hand speed. He's a real swarming approach.
See that? It looks like he's leaning back, Edwards. What he does, he keeps that front foot where it is and just takes a little step back with the back foot. So he looks like he's leaning, but he's still staying on balance all the time. Makes you miss some counters. See, he's starting to frustrate Granados now, so he's starting to chase the fight a little bit more. So he's quickening his feet up, which is the right idea, but then Edwards is happy because he'll walk onto shots now for him.
Well, Granados has got to be aware that round after round is slipping away here.
But people who can punch have a funny confidence, and they think they can counter the left hook there from Granados.
Not people like Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, they just think they keep, I know if all I need is that one opportunity. I don't think Granados is now that sort of puncher. If you can bang, both landing the hooks there. A bit more weight in the left hook of Granados.
Being told by his corner, you perhaps heard in the background, Sonny Edwards, keep your chin down, chin down.
Nice.
Almost walked straight into a right hand though.
Clever footwork just before it though. Looked like he was going to go to the left and then sort of double back on himself. Full of tricks. But he's always looking to be busy, John. No, some fighters like who have that sort of ability will just look to make you miss all the time.
It's another good round this for Edwards as Granados tried to load up on that right hand and missed by a distance.
I can't get to him, but when he's on the offense and he throws shots, then I can throw with him because he he's moving while he's throwing, so you don't know where he's going to be.
Everything going Edwards' way, apart from that second round knockdown, whether that scored 10-9 or 10-8. Edwards now will be ahead, and clearly ahead. Granados has been, as Bunsey was telling you before the fight, 10 rounds in 4 of his last 5 appearances, so he's well used to going the distance.
But he hasn't been massively active, I don't think, either. He had a fight recently, but I think he had a big gap before that. So
did have a gap, yeah. But his last fight was against an undefeated fighter, and he came through it as a winner, late stoppage.
Oh, he's dangerous. Without ever going to be fighting for world titles, he's a dangerous guy, and he's a good test. Edwards has made it look quite easy, I think, except for that one right hand. It's been made it look an easy night so far.
Well, it's an excellent name to get on the record as he moves on, he would hope, to greater things.
You know, he probably won't think so. You know, you're talking about a kid here who thinks that he is world champion already, or good enough to be a world champion right now, and he would have thought this was going to be an easy night's work, and he'd be probably devastated that he had to hit the floor.
Would he really? Embarrassed more than anything?
I think so. I think he will be. Yeah, I think some of these kids are so confident in each one of them that they think they can't be touched. And that's not a bad thing. No, I think that a bit of arrogance is what makes a champion a good fighter, a good fighter, a champion, I should say. You have to have that self-belief that you have to think you're the best.
Well, Sonny Edwards certainly has it. There's a nice left hand, caught his man off balance. Going back to orthodox, where he just looks that wee bit more vulnerable.
Yeah. What he does, he always finds space for the shots, Edwards. Always looks like he's got so much time to let his hands go. Nothing's rushed. And that's a sign of a good fighter, a quality fighter. Good body shot.
Oh, another good round. Gonna have to find knockdowns, because time is running out. Ten round of this one, and apart from the second, it's all gone Sonny Edwards' way.
It's nice.
Barry now with Sonny Edwards in a clear lead. 4 points his margin. Might be a point narrower if the judges choose to score that second round 10-8.
I just think that Edwards, however you're supposed to score it, but I think Edwards was so dominant in that round, except for that one shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which wasn't like a devastating knockdown. No, he got caught with a shot and he went down, but it was more of a flash knockdown. But then he battered him then for the rest of the round.
Well, he gave us the blueprint as to what to expect before the contest, and he was telling us that he was far superior and that he'd box his head off. Well, he caught him with a big left hand there. Granados trying to fight back, and you can see he's got that sort of warrior desire to trade big shots when he gets the opportunity.
It was a lovely left hook, sorry, from Edwards. But again, what his corner said, don't get greedy, because you start thinking you've hurt the guy and you go for it. This guy can probably punch a lot harder than you, so you don't want to take those silly risks. Be happy with your bit of success. Go back to your plan. Just keep frustrating him, let him walk on the shots.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much doubt that Granados is the harder puncher if he's given the opportunity, but he's had precious few so far, down to the boxing skills.
That's something the last thing he wants to do, Edwards, to get excited and start throwing with Granados. Just hitting with the fingers there, Edwards.
The Granados corner getting very animated because I think they think that Edwards is just running out of steam a little and is starting to become a more tangible target.
Oh, good little right hand there from Granados. That's all right.
The conclusion,
I know
into
that,
the
yeah.
8th.
Yeah. You get to that age now, John, where you just miss things out, like rounds. It's fine. I'm here to go the out, so.
And I never took the punches.
No, you never. Oh, nice. That's good.
Again from southpaw.
He's very clever, really is. Got a fantastic vision. He gets his judgment of distance really early. Got it really early in the fight.
A reminder, our main event still to come. Bradley Skeet against Diego Ramirez.
The worry is, like the worry for every fight when they step at the world level is the power. Look, if you aren't going to be a massive puncher, but you've got to be able to hit hard enough to stop people walking through you. And as good as Edwards' footwork is, and he can make people, chase shadows all night, the higher level you step up, the cuter they are with their footwork, or they cut the ring off. So, you sort of think, well, how will that slight lack of power, how will that, put him at world level? Will he be able to still be able to just dance rings around those fighters? And that's the intriguing part of him. But apart from having just ability alone, he's already world class.
Paddy Barnes, of course, an example of that. When he went in against Rosales, suddenly found that little bit of an extra.
But Paddy boxes different way, because Paddy, even though he's not a big punch, he's all energy, so he's always coming forward, Paddy, and looking to work constantly. So it's a different sort of style. But yeah, I do get your point.
Good work again on the back foot from Edwards.
Lovely work. So I think he just got enough weight in his punches, Edwards, for me, just to earn the respect of his opponent, and with his ability and his footwork, that might just be enough.
Done a good job in that corner, keeping his focus.
Yeah, I think so. And they were right from the offset about keeping the concentration, weren't they? And that one little lapse. Apart from that, I think his concentration's been good. He's dominated everything. And every round's been sort of similar to the next, because Granados doesn't have the intelligence to do anything but come forward in straight lines.
Well, he just needs a knockout now, Granados. It's the only way, surely, that he can win this.
But I say he doesn't have the intelligence. When you come against someone like Sonny Edwards, who's so tricky, he makes you look stationary. He makes you look like you do fight in straight lines, because he's constantly switching direction, spinning round on the front foot, changing stance and then spin around the front foot the other way. He's hard to keep track of.
Do you reckon this is a world champion in the making?
I think potentially, John. I really do. Especially at the weight where sometimes you don't have to have that tremendous power to see you home.
He has boxed beautifully tonight. Good shot. Beautiful combinations again. So accurate.
Good left hand. Just doesn't have the acceleration or pace, does he, Granados, to get to Edwards quick enough.
The desire's there, the effort's there, but the footwork isn't.
And he needed Edwards to tire, and that hasn't happened for him.
I think they thought that he was running out, that he was gassing a little bit round about the end of the 6th and into the 7th, but Edwards has stayed on impressively.
Granados trying to cut the ring up.
Two really impressive performances. First beating Ryan Farag, now going into the final round and looking as though he's heading to another wide points win here against Junior Granados.
Yeah, you just got to stay switched on though, hasn't he? That's all, keep that concentration levels, and I think he just skates home. Unless Granados can do something totally different and all of a sudden find that bit of pace with the feet.
Decent body shot from Granados. Haven't been too many of those.
He hasn't been able to get close enough to land him.
Oh, good shot.
You know, just a little bit with the inside of the glove, so it just takes a little bit of the sting out of the punch. Just turn his hand over a little bit, it gets more of an impact. Shot again there from Edwards. That's been an easy night's work, hasn't it, up to this point?
Well, you've got to rate it, haven't you? I mean, apart from that one moment when he got caught in the second, apart from that, it's been very, very dominant indeed.
And let's remember, like, it wasn't a massive knockdown. He wasn't like shaking to his soles of his boots or anything. He just got caught with a good shot and, you know, knocked him on the floor a little bit off balance, and then still went back to dominate the round.
Lovely elusive skills again there. Footwork. So good.
And he's busy as well. He's not one of these guys who's elusive, who just make you miss and, you know, be a little bit negative. He doesn't power forward looking for the knockout all the time, but he's looking to be busy. He's always throwing punches.
Lots of angles and a great engine.
Yeah. And he's taking a handful of shots, and that's always a good night's work. as I keep saying.
So last few seconds, and Granados just not able to find the big shots he needed. Frustration for him, and a very, very emphatic win, and a really good performance from Sonny Edwards. He must have won that one by a long way.